So, sports fans, your boy number one here tonight to give you another review on the Florida Gators and the top 25. This happened this past weekend. So we're gonna start off with the Florida Gators. Florida Gators coming to tonight's game 5-0, looking to become 6-0 as they take on Missouri, and this is the homecoming of Missouri Bad Tigers in Missouri. So in this game, Florida wins the game 21-3, going 6-0 for the first time this season. For the season. It was a defensive game after the first quarter. Real Greer went for 20 for 33 for 208 yards. Calvin Taylor rushes for 99 yards, 2 rushing TDs in the first quarter. The defense had an interception for a touchdown by Tabar. Very good job on defense for the Gators. And with 36 seconds left in the game, Missouri finally got that first down on the third down conversion. Up next for the Gators is number 6 team in the country as they moved up to number 6 in the country, the LSU Tigers in Baton Rouge. It's going to be another tough test for the Gators as Jim McGowan has proved to be the right fit for the Gators thus far. And with that victory on Missouri, the Gators jump all the way to number 8 in the top 25 polls, AP poll that is. So, another big game for the Gators. It's going to be hard for us to win this week as we got to go down to Baton Rouge, like I said. They're really a hard place to win and slow down there and run an attack. So, anything can. But the good news is the Gators are 2 games up on just about everybody in the conference, as I'll have to get to the details of that right about now. So we're going to get into the top 25 action for this past week. Past week we had a game between number 17 USC as they lost to Washington 17-12. It was Ole Miss en route after the upset of after being upset by Florida last week, routing New Mexico State 52-3. It was like number 7 at the time, LSU, cruising past South Carolina 45-24. It was Baylor, number 3 Baylor, putting a waxing on Kansas 6-7. Another upset in the top 10 this week, we had the number 10 Oklahoma Sooners losing to Texas. That's right, Texas beat Oklahoma 24-17. It was our number 22 Iowa Hawkeyes improving to 5-0, beating Illinois 29-20. Number 1 Ohio State cruises past Maryland 49-28. It was the number 24 ranked Toledo beating Kansas State 38-7. Notre Dame bounces back out their loss last week and beats number 15 Notre Dame, that is, beats Navy 41-24. It was number 13 Northwestern getting blanked by the number 18 Wolverines 38-0. Third straight game with a shutout for the Wolverines. Jim Harbaugh has turned the team around after the game after the first week loss. 3 straight shutouts. That's pretty impressive. I got to say. It was another upset we had. We had the number 19 Georgia Bulldogs blowing a 21-point lead, losing to the Tennessee Volunteers 38-31. It was number 6 Clemson routing Georgia Tech 43-24. Alabama had a scary beginning. The number 8 ranked Alabama Crimson Tide it is, but they finally pulled away with the victory over Arkansas 27-14 down there in Tuscaloosa. We had Oklahoma State, number 21 ranked team, 33, beating West Virginia 26 in overtime. We had number 25 Boise State beating Colorado State 41-10. It was TCU, number 2 team in the country. What a hard struggle, beating Kansas State 52-45. Like I said, number 11 team Florida beats Missouri 21-3, and it was number 12 Florida State by 5 on the Miami Hurricanes 29-24. And another scare, we had number 4 Michigan State 31, and let's gave them Rutgers 24. And the battle between number 5 Utah and number 25 California. Utah wins by 6, 30-24. So, that's how the top 25 fared this week. This week, the AP top 5. They got Ohio State, Baylor, TCU at 3, Utah at 4, and Clemson at number 5. Now, I disagree with some of it, but on my top 5, I got Ohio State. It's like they do and Baylor at number 2. I did add 2 teams to jump into my top 5. I put Clemson at number 3, and I put the LSU Tigers at number 4, and I moved Michigan State down to number 5. So, that's my top 5 prediction. That's my top 5 for this week. How they fared against it, this week. So it's gonna change next week because we got some pretty good, interesting matchups next week. So I'm about to get down to it right now. In the top 25 matchups for next week, we got number 18 UCLA taking on number 15 Stanford. We got number 17 Iowa Hawkeyes taking on number 20 Northwestern. And we got a top 10 matchup between number 10 Alabama taking on number 9 Texas A&M. In a top 15 matchup, we got the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 12 team Michigan Wolverines at Ann Arbor. Should be a good one. I think Michigan might pull off the upset. And they'll be a new top 10 after they pull this one off. And we got the number 18 Florida Gators taking on the number 16 LSU Tigers. Another 2 top 10 matchups. Both of them in the SEC. It's going to be crucial. Must win for the 2 teams. The winner of this Florida LSU game will move on to be undefeated. And, as LSU and Texas A&M, the only 2 teams undefeated in the West. And Florida trying to remain the only unbeaten team in the East. So, and Texas A&M got a hard, tough game against Alabama. So, but, they're at home. So, who knows how that's going to turn out. So, I'm just excited. Hope the Florida Gators can keep on moving on, keep proving all these spectators wrong, and show that it ain't gonna be no 2 or 3 years before the Florida Gators are officially back. A lot of people think it might take McElwain 2 or 3 years to get the team where it needs to be, but right now they've been playing some pretty good ball. Will Greer has stepped up to prove that he can be the man that he needs to be. Got to give it to him. Kevin Taylor, after that little throat slash incident, has really matured a lot and stepped up his game. He missed 100 yards by 1 yard. Had 28 carries for 99 yards. Big Kevin Taylor. The defense is, what can I say, relentless. It's gonna be hard. If we can stop this real issue run game, I think we got a good shot of beating them. Because that pass game it's not gonna be as good with that secondary we got. If Florida can pull this win off, I see them being a top 5 team next week. And after LSU, it's just Georgia. Then it should be a cakewalk the rest of the way. The only other tough opponent we have after Georgia would be I ain't gonna count nobody out, but if you look at the strength of schedule, Florida State probably the toughest. And I think the way we've been playing, I think we can run the table and actually be in the hunt for the BCS championship series. Playoffs. All we gotta do, if we can pull this win off right here, there is no doubt in my mind that we will be having a lot of considerations of being in that top 4 when the BCS polls come out in a couple of weeks. So, looking forward to it, hoping that the Gators can keep on moving on. McElwain got them boys playing hard. I like what he brings to this team. I like how he got these guys playing. I like how he's not taking no slack for any of them. That he's firing these guys up and let them know, hey, it's gonna be the right way. We're gonna play as a respectable program, and we're gonna play football. Win or lose, you're gonna play hard. And these guys work their butts off for McElwain, So, if they do lose, if they don't make the playoffs this year or whatever, I'm still impressed because I'm a big Florida guy, and I see things going forward and good for us right now, and I see a lot of promise and potential in the years to come with Jim McElwain under the helm. I think this is a right move to hire him as a coach. I think he's to turn this program around, and we will be back in the hunt real soon, if not this year. So, congratulations to Florida Gators on another win. You did the same thing to Missouri they did to us last year. We ruined their homecoming because, last year we played them at home. It was our homecoming and they beat us. And we returned the favor. We moved 2 games up in the standings. You know, on team we ain't played that has a chance to win in the SEC East is right now is Georgia because they got 2 losses now. So you know we hold a 2-game advantage. So even if they will still, if we still, as long as we don't lose 2 games, I mean more than 2 games, or we don't lose to them, we got it. We going to Atlanta. The future looks bright for us this year, folks. The road to Atlanta look like it's coming through Gainesville, buddy, in the East. I'm so excited. I'm pumped. I'm loving it. Florida football is once again back on the map, baby. And again, I am the Blow Wine, and I'd like to say peace. God bless. Keep rolling Gators. Let's go Gators. And I'm out.